Oh, give it up for Rory Keeley, everyone.
Yeah.
I pronounced it right, yeah? It's Keeley, not Kylie? Oh, fuck, alright, I'm the one who got it wrong. No, Rory, that was so funny, I nearly sharded. I'm not fucking joking. No, I think I've given up on the fight against AI. Like, even a few months ago, I was like, oh, you can always tell when a video is AI. I can't tell anymore. Dog with a shotgun, sure, why not? Now, I'm a late-stage millennial. My people have always had the sense of superiority when it comes to knowing what's a scam on the internet, knowing what's real on the internet, which download button is the right one. And we've always laughed at or pitied anyone older who would fall for scams. But I think we're about to become those old people. Like right now it's fine, because like the scams are like, you'll get a text message from a random number saying, "Hi mother, it's me, your son. My phone is broken. I'm using my friend's phone to text you right now. Can you please send $670 to this random bank account so I can buy a new phone?" Now, I first became aware of this text message when I received one of these text messages. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm not a mother. Not falling for that one. So I marked myself as safe from these scams forever. But they're not going to end there. Like, by the time I'm old, they're going to have like AI holograms of family members come into my home and say that I owe them money. And then the AI implant in my head is going to be hacked and be like, nah bro, you do owe them money. And even now, like I can't post anything of myself doing anything physically impressive online, because people will just, thanks to AI, not believe it. And in their defense, I can't do anything physically impressive, so they shouldn't believe it. But my cat though, my cat Morgana, she does weird shit all the time and I send videos of it. Like, she doesn't play with toys, she just plays with elastic bands and Q-tips that have been in my ear. If I send a video of her doing something just a little bit too weird, anyone can reply with saying that's just AI slop. But she's fucking weird though. Like, she hates catnip. My cat Morgana hates drugs. That's right, my cat's a fucking loser. I've tried catnip spray, catnip plants, catnip infused toys. Morgana says no to drugs. And here I am peer pressuring her, trying to get her at least try the spray. Up her asshole if that's what it takes. I am solely responsible for the life of this living creature, and here I am forcing her to do drugs to get higher with me. Sure. But, you know, it's probably a good thing I'm not a mother then, if that's the case. At this rate, I'll probably just be feeding my kids cocaine for dinner. No dessert till you finish what's on your plate, kids. There are children starving in Africa who wish they could not have an appetite with the cocaine you're having right now. Another thing about AI, so Sydney Sweeney, right, she can do all the weird sex shit she wants in Euphoria and her movies, all the nudity and sex scenes. I don't think she's ever going to compete with the amount of AI deepfake porn that probably exists of her. Probably, I don't know, I'm not willing to check. I don't want that in my search history. Like, remember her jeans ad? She did that ad for American Eagle jeans, where she's her like laying sexy with like denim jeans and a denim jacket like this. Whoops. And then the text just says, Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. Now, obviously a hilarious pun, right? But remember how mad people got saying that it's Nazi propaganda and promoting eugenics because Sydney Sweeney has white skin, blue eyes and blonde hair? Now, call me crazy, I don't think those are the genetics they're saying are great. Now, I grew up with very white skin, very blue eyes, and I used to have very blonde hair. I don't think anyone would say I have great genetics. If I had Sydney Sweeney's body, that might be a different story. They went further with that. They said that they got Sydney Sweeney because her initials are SS, like the Schutzstaffel, Hitler's bodyguard unit, the SS. Now, I've been in a couple of commercials myself. They wanted to promote Die Hard, or Dulwich Hill, or Dick Heads, I don't know. If your initials are the basis, then what What were Ray-Ban and Pringles thinking when they hired Chris Pratt to be in their commercials? See, but what were they promoting? Cerebral palsy? Cyberpunk? You know, I know Chris Pratt is big on Christianity, but I don't think they're going to use him to promote them. I think they're connected to CP enough as it is. Child porn. or crude protein, I don't know. Maybe CP comes up a lot when you're a vegetarian, even more than when you're a priest. You know those vegetarians that will refuse to eat any meat except fish? Pescatarians, they're called, yeah? That's very telling when you're a pescatarian. Like, I respect the fact that they refuse to eat any of the smarter animals, like mammals, but they completely draw the line at being completely fine with eating dumb old fish. Makes me wonder how they view people. Do the dumb ones not count? Pescatarians are promoting eugenics more than Sydney Sweeney ever has. Well, I'm a disability support worker, so I try to see people as equal regardless of their intellectual disability, how dumb they are. And something that this job has taught me is not only am I justified in eating all animals regardless of how smart they are, it's also just how many people in this town alone are living with an intellectual disability. And then also, how many of them are legally required to vote. Explains a lot, doesn't it? But no, so many people living with an intellectual disability. I say intellectual, it used to be called something else, MMR. I'm not going to say what the R stood for. Mild mental something. So I say intellectually disabled because that's not a slur yet. Give it a matter of time and I'll be saying the ID slur. But yeah, it's no different than any other mental condition sometimes, you know, like myself, for example. My psychologist says I have mild autism and severe depression. He says I'm very deeply depressed, but I don't know, it's not that deep, it's pretty obvious. Pretty surface level too. I don't exactly try and hide it, and that's probably because of the mild autism. But I've met people who are so intellectually disabled, so deeply depressed, so autistic, that they've never had a partner of their own, never had kids of their own. And then I remember I'm 33 and I also haven't had either of those things either. But it's okay. I'm like I said, I'm not a mother and I'm not a father either. And I'm greedy. I've got two dads. I've got my biological dad who's been around my whole life, and my stepdad who raised me from when I was 3 and lived with him till I was 29. So yeah, I was mostly raised by my stepdad, but that's okay because, well, as someone who's childless at 33, if I ever do become a father, it will most likely be a stepdad's advice I need. And if that doesn't suffice, then I know someone who will always be there to help me with advice. The AI that will one day rob me. He knows what he's talking about. Thanks everyone. Who's ready for your final comedian of the open mic portion? We've got one more than the break. So the next comedian, she's had 3 specials, hour-long specials. She just performed at and more, which means she probably doesn't give a shit about open mics. Give it up for Diana McLaren, everyone.